Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. Today I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is about the next World Update, World Update 6, but we've also got some fantastic releases to keep you happy and flying until then. If you're new around here, I try and keep you up to date with the most important Microsoft Flight Simulator news, add-ons, reviews and everything in between. As well as that, I do some real life aviation. I'm currently trying to get my PPL in real life, so stick around for real life aviation videos. If you like that kind of stuff, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. But now let's hop right into the news. Okay, so first of all, going off the official Flight Simulator 2020 website, sadly World Update 6 has been delayed. Now World Update 6 brings over 100 points of interest, 4 handcrafted airports, new photogrammetry cities and new aerials and elevation data to 3 European countries. They're working on Germany, Austria and Switzerland. I know so many viewers come from that area and I do fly over there quite a bit, so it is a big world update in that respect. We do know the airports that are coming over. Well, we know 3 out of the 4. We've got Klagenfurt Airport, Lübeck Airport and St. Gallen Airport. And Vienna is one of the photogrammetry cities, which is a pretty big deal. Anyway, sadly it has been delayed from the original release of August 26th to the release date now of September the 7th. It's not the first time a Sobo have pushed back an update, it happens quite often. But to be honest, I'm glad they didn't rush it out like they did with Sim Update 5. So it's probably for the best really. Obviously world updates don't have a big as an impact as sim updates do on the overall sim, although a lot of the time new scenery can cause crashes which wouldn't be optimal if you fly in these areas. So I think it's a better thing they've pushed it back, although it might be slightly annoying for some. The post on their forum says they did that to reach a high level of quality, which is perfectly understandable. What do you guys think? Do you think pushing it back is a good thing, or are you quite annoyed? Leave your thoughts down below, I do like to read through all of them. In addition, they've also left us with their weekly feedback snapshots. Let's see what we get. Top wishes include helicopters that are coming in 2022, as we already know, and DirectX 12 still coming in 2021. They say they've started on it, as we already knew. But I wonder where we'll see it. Will we see it with the next sim update? Who knows? They haven't provided any inkling here except from the fact that it's coming along in 2021. In addition, they've started working with gliders, sailplanes and soaring. They say started now and 2022, so we can infer from this that it's likely we'll get gliders before we get helicopters. I don't know how I feel about that. I think most people would prefer helicopters, but hey ho, you can't have everything. In addition to that, something that caught my eye that I don't really think we've seen so far, seasons. Now we do have some sort of seasonal system on Microsoft Flight Simulator, although I've got to be honest, it more focuses on winter and summer as the two stark contrasts, so we don't really have autumn or fall as the Americans call it, or even spring to that degree. They say once again, started and coming in 2022. Pretty exciting stuff. It's stuff like that that makes the sim feel a lot more realistic. Something that caught my eye down at number 42 is Airbus Helicopters H135 community mod. It says planned 2022. Does that mean just bringing it to the marketplace? Because that is a fantastic little add-on. I don't know, it's just something to keep in the back of your mind. In addition, and this put a smile on my face, says can we have our classic flyby views and tower views planned for 2021? I imagine this is going to be not too difficult to implement, so we should see this by the end of 2021. Top bugs have remained basically the same, although they've added a release date to many of them. Most of these bugs will be solved over Sim Update 6 and Sim Update 7. Lack of real-time traffic has been started and is aimed to be released for Sim Update 7. And if you did see my video with the add-on with live traffic, you'd know that the default live traffic system is pretty pants. takes forever to load in, and they still look pretty ugly in my opinion. So hopefully we'll see some improvements there. But there's all the feedback and top wishes and top bugs from the Flight Simulator forum. Of course it is annoying about the next world update being delayed, but what can you do? I guess it's just the way it is, and hopefully it's for the better. Moving over to releases now. DC Designs have released the F14A/B Tomcat for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Of course, if you love Top Gun or anything to do with that kind of era of aviation, then this is the perfect aircraft for you. I know there's a lot of people who really enjoy DCS saying this is nothing like their aircraft, and I don't think it's meant to be compared. This is clearly meant to be a fun aircraft for those of you who want a little taste of the F14. It does cost around £25 UK, which some may say is quite expensive. I've tried it out before and I'd say it's pretty much worth it. I know I've seen a lot of people on the forums moaning about it, saying that, oh, why would you want this if you're on DCS when DCS is free, but I think the F14 on there is like £60–70, and of course with this F14 you can fly all around the world. Sure, it doesn't have all the awesome features like the DCS, the Heat Blur one has, but it's not too far off. It's a fun aircraft, I do enjoy it, I do recommend it. You get the F14A and B with their own sound set, and it's available from Just Flight for €29.95, which is around, as I said, £25 UK. You also get a very good manual with it, and hey, you get to reenact your favourite scenes from Top Gun. I've already buzzed the tower, and with Top Gun Maverick coming out at the end of the year, I'm sure it will come nicely with that package, that DLC package we're all so excited for. Go check out my review before you buy it. It's not really a review, I'm still waiting to do a proper one of them. But I'd say it's a pretty nice aircraft, and it's compatible with the Hardtech Simulations aircraft carrier module. Moving on to an airport release, Origami Studios have released Gatwick Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Gatwick Airport, you say, has already got an awesome freeware version? Yes, it does. MKVY has been working on the awesome freeware Gatwick version that must have been close to a year now. It is a really nice bit of freeware, but in my opinion it's a bit too clean, a bit too shiny. Well, Origami Simulations have answered that call and produced a Payware version. Now, it doesn't look as good as I'd hope it to be for a Payware product, and to be honest, I'm not too sure if I'd make that plunge of swapping over to it from the freeware version. Although it's set to be lighter on frames, it still looks quite generic, I'm not gonna lie. Clearly using some generic Microsoft Flight Simulator buildings and textures, I'm not too sure if that's good enough for a Payware airport. The video does show off the glossy parts, but to be honest, it doesn't look like there's as much detail in this airport as there is in the freeware version. For example, the freeware version has an interior and moving trains on the outside, as well as awesome night lighting on the main terminal buildings at the front, especially at the north terminal. This version doesn't seem to have it, but what it does have, much better runway lighting, much better taxi lighting, and the stands are certainly of a higher quality. In addition to that, I'd say the ground textures are much better as well, but I really think it's personal preference. Who knows, maybe I'll do a comparison video between the Payware and freeware version, but at the moment they're pretty level, I'd say, except you're paying £12 for this one. What do you guys think? So there's all your Microsoft Flight Simulator news for this week. We haven't seen much else in terms of Payware, and of course I thought I'd bring you up to date with the delay of the world update for Germany, Austria and Switzerland. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd really like to support me, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks. Thank you to Captain Matt Russell, Jesse Wiseman, Ethan Bubeck and Simon Schmidt. You guys really do help me out. Click that blue join button for exclusive perks such as shoutouts and status updates in your own private community tab. Aside from that, if you want to see what products I use to fly on Microsoft Flight Simulator and make my videos, check out my Amazon affiliate links down below. And also, I'm running a charity skydive, raising money for 2 awesome charities. It would be a blast if any of you could donate to them. We've already had some awesome YouTube donations so far, and it really does mean a lot, and you get to see me skydive, which I'm quite nervous for. Anyway guys, from me today, that is all. Bye bye.